giving anything. Matter of fact, whatever I get is because of her, you know. So that's why she keeps 90% of income. I get 10 about. See what one bad decision can do to you? Okay. We're just kidding, you know. We're just having a lot of fun, okay. But we just enjoy. And other thing I tell people, we divided our work in our business. She's in charge of spending money. I'm in charge of making money. Now, she does her work so well, as you can see, right? That means I have to keep working. You know? So, for all guys, I wish that you get a wife like that, you know, who spends. I'm just kidding. She equally works, okay? But we just love to hang around, make, you know, kids with each other. Our kids even say that, Mom and Dad, you are still acting like kids. I say, thank you. That's a compliment. Right? So I'm sure you're going to absolutely delighted to listen to Meena because she's one of the favorite speaker of mine, you know, because she'll tell you something in short time. For me, it takes me hours to do it. She'll do it in 10 minutes. Okay? So that's an art I'm still working on, you know. So here's Meena.
Thank you. Thank you. The last answer, just before he was saying, who's going to be the crorepati? And that reminded me one sentence of what Dhirubhai Ambani says. And I was reading one of the things from him is that if you born poor, that's not your fault. But if you die poor, that's your fault. Right? So it's very true. I can agree that. So I know everything, money, we don't money as everything in a life, but money can do so many things, you know. You see all the things I'm wearing right now. I mean, when I joined the business, I had no desire for all these things. All I wanted to was just to stay home, take care of the children. But as you start growing in the business, you come in across with a lot of people. And there are the ladies who like to have a nice thing, and why not? And I always say, if they are making some nice thing outside, somebody has to buy it. Why not we buy it, you know? So when I wear some of the stuff, ladies can get excited, and that will go into their life, you know. So I know there are so many things money cannot buy, but there are so many things money can buy also, right? So, but that is not my topic right now. But one thing, guys, is, you know, as Kulin was talking about, you know, time, money, security. I mean, we have peace of mind, no? Because we have security. We have created the security. And wherever I go, people always say, you know, when you change the bed, you change pillow, or you change the place, you never get, you don't, how can you get the sleep? I say, when you have peace of mind, you can sleep anywhere. If you tell me that, can you sleep on this stage, I can go to sleep on the stage. That's how I am right now. That's how peace of mind I have it. But missing aside, you know, if you are building the business as a husband and wife, I know there are some of the things, maybe ladies might have to do more things. Maybe ladies have to learn how to balance everything in the life. When we are building this Amway business, I know, of course, the God is first, and then we always say the family, and then whatever the occupation or the work we are doing it, that is number 3, and then Amway business, and then everything else. But sometimes when I remember when we were going diamond, that alignment can go a little bit reverse side also. That time, you know, maybe we put family on the side for a little bit, and then we were so much focused on going the diamond, we just did whatever we need to do it. But at the same time, we learn how to balance everything. And certain thing, whatever you do at a certain age, you cannot do certain thing at the different age. So I always tell all the people that you just don't build business, but learn how to smell the roses along the way. Certain things you can do at the age of 30, you cannot do at the age of 60. So learn how to balance your life in the business. And sometimes we have, as a ladies, we have so many other responsibilities, as a family responsibility. But I always say, you know, you learn how to handle different people. I know I always give the example of my 5 fingers. My 5 fingers, our 5 fingers are not same. 5 people cannot be same. You learn how to deal with different people. Even though they are not building the business, but you learn how to deal with the people. And that is more important. Relationship is very important when we are building this business. And because when we were in our Emerald qualification and Kulin's all brother and sister, I mean, he has filed for everybody to come to USA. They all come same time, and one time I had 14 people in the house. Now guess what? 14 people has a 14 mind. And now, and plus small children, he has a full-time job. He used to go morning, come late sometime, but he has no idea what is going on in the house. I say, all that people, they don't have the thing what I have. I have a bridge system, and bridge system has taught me how to put a lot of positive in the mind. So if I behave the way what they are behaving, what is the difference between me and them? So it's the same thing with you, Sometimes people do come in your life, sometimes people do certain thing, make you upset also. But remember one thing, you have learned the value from the bridge system. Apply that thing in, when you have to use it. Otherwise, what is the difference between you and the other person who does not have a bridge system? So that's why we highly recommend, all of you are sitting. I'm not telling only ladies needs to read the book. I highly recommend both you and as a man and as a woman, both of you, even though bridge system recommend 15 minutes before you go to bed, for me, I think 15 minutes not enough. You need to read more than a half an hour, and as time permit, at least an hour. Sometimes you may not have a time to read one at a time, maybe 10 minutes in morning, afternoon, and evening, whatever. But sometimes make sure you finish your 1 hour with reading. And sometimes I have a book everywhere in the house, near my kitchen, near my bedroom. Sometimes I have it put it in a purse. Sometimes you go and visit doctor or whatever, some things you are handling. Sometimes you have to wait. Instead of pick up the newspaper or reading some magazine, I would rather read my own book and put more positive in there. Because more positive goes in the mind, more positive comes from the mouth also. I always tell ladies is the one who set the right temperature in the house. Ladies is the one who is the thermostat in the house. Because thermostat sets the temperature in the house, but not the thermometer. What the thermometer do? Thermometer is nothing but the reaction. So you as a lady, you have to be set the right temperature in the house. And then sometimes, these are the days, sometimes you don't feel like to do certain thing in the business, both of you, I'm telling you. That is the day I make sure I do it. There are the days, I think when we join the business, 4 times this kind of association, we have invited the people, they come from the one association, from this kind of association, but then they were so excited because the environment they had over there. And then said, the next function, we will bring the bus load of people. Bus came from that town, but they were not on the bus. So because back in USA, you guys have only 1 day function here, Back in USA, we have 3 days function. So sometimes long distance people come by bus or some train or whatever. But that didn't bother us. We always say, we are not building business for them, we are building business for ourselves. There are the days, sometimes I don't like to go to the open meeting, but that is the day I make sure I go to the open meeting. Because guess what? When you go open meeting, you meet with the other people and you get excited, and after that, whatever the things have happening in your life, you forget about that. So remember small thing, whatever you don't feel like to do certain thing in the business, that is the thing you have to do it. Sometimes your upline might tell you something that, do something, but you may not like it because you are not at that level, but do it anyway. And sometimes, all these kind of things, when we go to so many different countries to speak for the speaking and everything, at the end of the function, people always bring the new people. I say, Mina, just tell me, these are the new people. What is the small message you can give them? I say, I don't have a message for them. They have heard enough from the stage. But there is one line I have for them. Don't consider this function as the last function. You got my message? So next function, when this kind of association come, I hope your upline doesn't have to beg you. Because if they have to beg you, that means your why is not strong enough. You don't know why you are building the business, and that's why your upline has to remind you. But if I have your upline, I will never remind you. Because how many people are around in this world, particularly in India? You walk 5 steps, you will find 10 people around you. And what is the raw material in our business? Manpower. We have a lot of manpower in India. So why I have to beg to her? So next time, nobody's going to beg you to come to the association like this, but I know if you listen properly to all the leaders, including Kulin, I know you will never make that decision. Because one day you will say, yes, I will be on the stage and you will be speaking in front of everybody like this. And certain things, I always say, with the children's situation, money situation, anything situation in this life, whether you are building Amway business or not, situation do happen in the life. You saw the house, right? That was the house we just built it 10 years ago. Before that house, we had a fire in the house. Fire happened, everything was gone. Half of the thing gone because of the fire, half of the remaining thing gone because of the water damage, because they have to spray a lot of water. We were not in a town, our kids were not home, and then we got the phone call. We were just going on a stage to speak for some in the Dallas function we went, and we were just going on a stage, and then Kanti and Lata called that your house is on a fire. But we still went on a stage, we spoke. And right after us, Kumar came on the stage and he announces that, did you see any different what Kulin and Mina was doing? They said, no. While they were speaking, our house was on fire. But because of this bridge system has taught us, the situation will happen, but if I am going to start crying, do you think the house is nothing's going to happen? No, it is whatever happened. That's one thing I learned from Kulin is whatever happened in the life happened for the good. Well, I didn't expect that fire should happen in my life, but it didn't happen. I saw that thing in the movie, but I didn't expect that this thing gonna happen in my life, but it did happen. And after we came home, I think we were very surprised to see what happened. Not only that, now we are thinking about where you're going to be living now, because that is another thing, right? Not only that, the same week, next weekend, we had a schedule to go to Canada to help our team. And then we decided, don't worry about it. Me and Kulin sat down, I said, yes, whatever happened in our life, don't worry about it. We have to do whatever we needed to do. So we still went to Canada, and saw the team, but only difference we did it, before we were planning to go, only 2 of us, then we decided, let's take the whole family, because we had to buy the clothes and everything for ourselves. So let's have a family vacation kind of thing, serve the team and have the fun. Some people can take other way around. They will start crying, have a lot of things happening in their life, but does that make different? I don't think so, because if you start crying, it will damage your body, everything, and those things, whatever happened, is not going to come back. And I know this fire could have happened even though I was not building the Amway business, but I'm glad I was building the Amway business. Because of the BWW system, I was very strong. So all I wanted to tell you is, just have a little more faith in yourself, faith in the bridge system, faith in your upline, and just do whatever you do it. But the last thing I wanted to tell you is, whatever your goal is achieving through this business, make sure you put discipline behind it. And I always tell people, discipline is the key, whatever you do in your life. Once you have right discipline, once you find out why you are building the business, put right discipline behind your work habit, and I know you will achieve your dream, whatever you want to achieve. But I know I had a great time talking to you, but if you are building the business as husband, wife, or single, doesn't matter. You can make it happen. We love you to see you on the beaches of the world. And next time, I know some of you might be, one of your dream could be come to the USA. When you go diamond, and you are welcome to my house. With that, Kulin here. Thank you.
All right, guys. So you all ready to go diamond, become crorepati? Right? So you have to believe in yourself, right? So do you believe you're going to make it happen? Say, I believe. I believe. I want you to keep remembering. Somebody say you cannot do it, say I believe I can do it, right? So just believe in yourself, other people will force to believe in yourself. Okay? So God bless you. Come join us as a diamond. We love you all.
While the techniques and approaches suggested may have worked for others, no one can guarantee that they will work for you. We hope, however, that the ideas presented here will assist you in developing a strong and profitable business. These materials have been produced independently of the Amway Corporation. Purchase of this material is optional and subject to the refund policy described in your purchase agreement for business support material. Purchase of future business tool can be discontinued at any time.